Hello, I wanted to make this video because sometimes there are a few phrasal verbs or expressions that are difficult to translate from one language to another. And usually with these kinds of phrasal verbs and expressions, I'm sure you've noticed that Google Translate doesn't really help. And so there's one website that I would recommend that you use to help you with these kind of difficult translations. And that is a website called Linguee.com. So give me 1 second. So I'll try to. All right. So I'm going to share with you my screen so that you can see what I'm talking about. So this website is called Linguee.com. You can see it up here. And it's pretty good for translations of, phrasal verbs and things of that nature. You have up here, you have the languages that you can choose from. You can translate from English to Spanish. If you don't see your language, go all the way down, and you have an option that says more languages. And then you can pick, if you want to do Spanish to English, German to English, Romanian to English, or any other language. This is a great place. But we're going to stick to English and Spanish. So let's say you're watching an episode from one of your favorite TV series, Game of Thrones or Breaking Bad, or what's another common one? Friends. Lots of students love Friends. But let's say you're watching it and you find this phrasal verb and you don't know what it means. And it's deal with. So what does this mean? So then you can come to Linguee instead of Google Translate. I'm not sure if that's the correct pronunciation of Linguee, but that's how I say it. Linguee. So then you could put it in the search box. This right here, whenever you see this in English, we call this a search box. Google has a search box. Many different places have a search box. I'll write it down. It's called a search box. All right. Anyway, so let's say you find this phrase, deal with, and you don't know what it means, and you speak Spanish. All right. So then deal with, you can come down here and we have the translation. And we have an example. This is why I love it so much. So we have the phrasal verb, the translation in Spanish, and an example. So here, the commission will deal with this issue next week. And then we have the same example translated in Spanish. La comisión tratará este asunto la próxima semana. All right. So, and we have different meanings. So very commonly, a phrasal verb, when you translate it, it has different uses. One of them is in Spanish, tratar. Don't worry if you don't speak Spanish. Just the point is to explain how this website works. But anyway, right? So this is one definition, and it's translated. Here's another synonym, another way that we can use it in Spanish is in the same meaning as encargarse de algo o alguna cosa. So here's an example. The manager dealt with the emergency, and we have the same example here in Spanish. La gerente se encargó de la emergencia, or el gerente se encargó de la emergencia. So then we have less common meanings. All right, so it could be, this phrasal verb can also have all these different meanings, but the most common ones are the ones that they give you at the beginning. Okay, and let's see. So here we have, related words. And this is another one that is pretty good. So it looks like they have some kind of program where they are able to get examples from many different websites, and maybe that website has a Spanish translation, so then they can provide you with both examples. So again, we have, I would like to deal with a number of aspects. And here we have the translation. And there's many, many translations. And by looking at this, you can look at all the different ways that this is used. And then, you know, this is pretty good. It's a good alternative to Google Translate, I think. It's much better. And, you know, it's the next best thing. If you don't have a teacher right now, maybe, you know, if you don't have a teacher, you can, you know, use this to answer some of your questions. And even if you do, you're always encountering language. So it's always good to find translations. And there's plenty of them so that you can see the same phrasal verb used in many different ways. Okay, so yeah, this video was just so that you can, you know, I hope it helped you. I made it so that you can see that there's another website that you can use if you want to find good translations. So I hope this helped you, and I'll try to keep putting up more videos to help you with your English. And this is Michael, and I'm signing out. See you all later.